together. I am Abdi Ajanti, and today I would like to talk about the lunchbox since it's the time to go back to school. All mommies are preparing for the school, so it's a good topic to talk about. We need to know which lunchbox to choose in order to ensure that the food we're giving to our kids is safe and healthy. Number one is we need to ensure that the lunchbox is made from a food grade material. It can be stainless steel, silicone, or plastic. But the most important thing, it should be safe to be used or to be in contact with food. That's why we call it food grade material. For plastic, we need to check the number, the food grade. It should be food grade number 1, 2, 4, or 5. Plus BPA free. We need to check the symbol of BPA free to ensure that there will be no leaching from any chemical to the food, as it has really a severe health effect on the children. So this is really important. Food grade material, BPA free, and check the number 1, 2, 4, or 5. Also, it needs to be temperature insulated to ensure that the food will be chilled for a good time until the food break. In addition to that, we need to use at least 2 ice gel or the ice bag, at least 2, to ensure that the food will be chilled until the lunchtime. Some food items, we call it high risk, like example yogurt. If we're using the deli, the cold cut sandwich, cheese sandwich, cut fruits or cut vegetables, all these items might potentially really lead to a food poisoning if it will not be handled properly or kept in the good proper temperature away from the danger zone. Danger zone is the temperature between 5 and 60. It depends on the law we are following. It might be 63 or 65, but it's the same. At the end of the day, it's a danger zone where the bacteria really grow fast, very fast. So we need to avoid this danger zone by keeping the food chilled. So the lunchbox needs to be insulated. We need at least 2 ice bags. Plus, we need to keep the lunchbox within a bag, also insulated bag. And when we are using the ice bag or ice gel, we need to keep it really very close to the high risk food, such as yogurt or deli sandwich or cut fruits. For example, the unpeeled banana or the whole apple, it's okay. There is no need to really keep it that close to the ice bag. So we will give the priority to the high risk food. This is really important. The next point I would like to talk about is the plastic bag. If we are using a plastic bag for a sandwich, for a fruit, we need to ensure that it's a food grade also. It's safe to be used for food items, and it's a disposable. So we need always to remember that we cannot use it multiple times. It's once. So once we use it today, at the end of the day, we need to dispose it. We cannot use it again, because if we're using again, it means that we are exposing the fresh, clean food to a high number of bacteria. So it's one time only. If there is any leftover, it needs to be disposed. That's why it's important to know the amount that our kid is really taking, so we will avoid giving too much or too less. So we just need to know the amount he's taking to avoid disposing really like a big amount of food. The food, the leftover, is already exposed to the danger zone for a good time, so it will be unsafe to be eaten. So it's really need to be disposed. This is for the leftover. And if we're giving cutleries, a spoon, fork, we need to ensure that it's also made from a food grade material. As we said, we need to follow the proper food grade numbers, and it needs to be really protected. It means some of them it come with a, let's say, a pack or a small container to keep them protected from any source of contamination. This is good. Or some types of lunch boxes, when you open it, there is one side, it has also a place for the cutleries to keep them also protected. This is also good. If we don't have these options, we can use the food grade plastic bags to keep the cutleries protected, clean all the time, away from any source of contamination. Washing hands. We need to teach our kids to wash the hands before taking the meal. It's really important. Bacteria is everywhere, and the most dangerous thing is that it's microscopic. We cannot see them. They're everywhere, and the kids are really exposed to big number of bacteria. So we need to always remind them to wash the hands properly before taking the food. Now for the water, I really highly recommend to give the kids the ready bottled water from a well-known source, as it's disposable. So once the water finished, at the end of the day, we throw it and that's it. Instead of washing and using the bottle every day. Now, if you really, or your kid really wants to use the water bottle, the multi days, or the example, the one you can use it every day, it's okay. But also we need to ensure that it's made from the proper food grade material. As we said, stainless steel, and this is the best for the water, the food grade one, and the plastic. We also need to check the food grade numbers of the plastic. It will be always written on the bottle. We need to check this as well. And for the water bottle, for the lunchbox, the containers, all these items used for food, we need to ensure that it's properly cleaned after each use, ready for the next day. Now, to prepare the food, we need also to make sure that we have plenty of time for the mommy to prepare the food. We need to wash the hands properly. We need to make sure that the chopping boards are clean, the surfaces are clean and sanitized, the food is properly packed, raw food is separated from the ready-to-eat food, in order to ensure also that the food we're giving to our kids is safe to eat. Especially in the morning, it will be like rush hour, and if the mommy has already many, more than one, so we need also to ensure that the mommy has plenty of time to take her time to prepare the food properly, to wash, to clean, to sanitize. And preparing the food the night before is a good idea, as we're keeping the food overnight in the refrigerator, so it will be chilled for a good time. So once we take it in the morning to keep it in the lunchbox, it's from the refrigerator to the lunchbox with ice bags, so we are keeping it chilled really for a good time, instead of preparing in the morning and maybe we will keep it on the table at room temperature for a while, so it's really dangerous. So it's better to prepare it the night before. If we're following all these steps, we will make sure that the food we're preparing is safe, and we are keeping the food also safe from the point we're giving the food to the kid in the lunchbox until the lunchtime. So we are taking all these precautions to make sure that the food is really healthy and safe as well, to protect our kids from any foodborne illness or disease. And this is our, of course, this is all our, let's say, our hope. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video, and more topics will be coming soon. Thank you.